All right, beautiful people. So we've been talking about unit rates and finding unit rates, and today we're going to talk about how unit rates can help us solve story problems or find answers to story problems. So let's start with just some basic story problem. Okay. Okay, so the first one gives us two rates, and it wants to know if the rates are equivalent. Now, the first one says 126 points in 3 games, and the second one says 210 points in 5 games. Now, I can't tell right off the bat which one is bigger because this one has more points, but it also has more games. So, in order to compare these two and see if they're equivalent, I need to find the unit rates. Okay, because the unit rates are an equivalent rate. Okay, so I'm going to do points per game and points per game. Okay, so we'll start with the first one. Points per game. I got 126 points in 3 games. So I'm going to divide. I do 126 divided by 3, just like we did yesterday and the day before. I can't do this off the top of my head, so I'm going to do some division over here. 126 divided by 3. 3 goes into 1 0 times. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract. And then I bring down the 6. 3 goes into 6 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6. And I've got nothing left over. So the answer is 42. So this is 42 points per game. Okay. All right, so now let's try the 210 points every 5 games. So we're going to do 210 on the top because that's where the points are. 5 games on the bottom. So then I do 210 divided by 5. Again, I don't know this off the top of my head, so I'm going to do some division. I don't have a lot of space over here on the left, so I'm actually going to do it right here. I know that that's a little messy. I'm sorry. 210 divided by 5. 5 goes into 2 0 times. 5 goes into 21 4 times. 5 times 4 is 20. And then I have 1 left over. I bring down the 0. 5 goes into 10 2 times. This is 42. So this one is also 42 points per game. So since the one on the right got 42 points per game and the one on the left got 42 points per game, they're the same, which means yes, they are equivalent ratios. Okay, questions about how they're equivalent. Okay, again, all we did was we compared their unit rates. And unit rates are equivalent for each one. This one says that every single one of those games I scored 42 points. There just happened to be 5 games. This one says that every single one of those games I scored 42 points. There just were only 3 games. Okay. All right, so that's just the first type of story problem. Let's try another type of story problem. All right, so this one is a comparison. The last one was, are they equivalent? This one says, which one is faster? So not only are we going to find the unit rates here, so find the unit rates, find unit rates, but then we're going to decide which one's bigger. Which is bigger, which will be easy for us to do because they both are out of 1. Okay. All right, so let's start on the left one. So I've got photos and I've got minutes. Okay. I have 25 photos in 12 and a half minutes. Okay. Now I don't know how to divide these by hand. So we're going to get a calculator out. 25 divided by 12 and a half. So 25 divided by 12 and a half. Now the point here is that it is okay to use a calculator in this instance because the point is not being able to divide. The point is knowing what to do. So open a calculator in a new tab. Type in 25 divided by 12.5. You should have gotten 2. So this means we print 2 photos per minute. Okay. All right, now let's try the one on the right. Home printer is 15 photos in 6 minutes. So again, photos per minute. We've got 15 in 6. So we do 15 divided by 6. This one I can actually do by hand because they're whole numbers. 15 divided by 6. But I'll continue it